Today is 12/5. The full moon was last night, the last full moon of 2025. The cold moon, it was a super moon. Well, here in South Carolina, it was pretty much all blocked up, especially here in Somerville, where I stay at, it was blocked up. But as I've always said, you don't have to see it to feel it. It does help when you can see it because we're mentally stimulated creatures, but you can definitely feel it. Um, Winter solstice, 12/21. Uh, the beginning of the season of winter, the real root to a lot of your holy days, holidays that are coming up. You can do your research into almost any civilization, even the ones where their history has been erased. Just to be honest with you, if you go to a lot of African countries, if you look up winter solstice across the world, you'll see in a lot of African countries, minus I think the Zulu and the Barcano or something like that. Forgot the name of the tribe, but very few civilizations or very few countries in the world don't have some kind of ritualistic meaning for the winter solstice. It was a marked time, turn of the wheel, where seasons changed, the weather changed, the amount of agriculture changed, the amount of game available changed, the way people live changed. And one thing that is consistent in humanity, even before there was formatted religion, is the need to identify what you believe was going on. Belief. So, hey, I believe every time we get to this December 20th, 21st point, this happens. And if I'm in a divided mindset of thinking that I have to appease nature in whatever format you aspire nature to, whether that is conceptualized deities, nature spirits, aliens, it don't matter. In antiquity, when man needed to make sense of something, it put a marker. And we do the same thing every year to honor that marker so that the marker don't leave us. We've seen that throughout all of our lives. I don't care how young you are. You can see that in movies, you can see that in comic books, you can see that in cartoons, you can see that in real life. People worship or show reverence to certain things in certain fashions, basically what we call a ritual, so that they can maintain repetition. And that's really all a ritual is. It's a repetitive function with a intended desire effect. Unfortunately, I tell you, your whole life is a ritual, and where we currently exist from is we're caught in a ritual of maintaining lower vibrations. We're caught in a ritual in this current realm of maintaining things at status quo so that nothing changes. There will always be somebody selling, just like there'll be always somebody buying the ideology of separatism, racism, gender divisions, um, lack, scarcity. There'll always be somebody that will believe more in that than trying to figure out what's really there. So the basis of this reading, where I'm getting at, is I know I started with the full moon. This full cold moon basically was supposed to show you how to freeze all of your energy. Hell, speaking as a practitioner, one of the first things that most common day practitioners learn is a freezer spell. Somebody is doing this, that, and the other. Well, if you don't like the way they behave, write their name down and whatever negative traits you don't want to see and fold it away from you until you get it small enough, put it in a Ziploc bag and add some herbs or add some black salt and fill it with water and put it in the back part of the freezer so nobody bother it. And within 7 days, you should see some change in their energy. You see that basic freezer spell? I froze somebody else's energy based off of the intention of what I want to see from them. We're in a freezer spell. The cold moon was supposed to show you how to freeze your energy that's already been frozen. Ta-da! A lot of you won't get this because a lot of you don't. A lot of you don't process what's really going on because you're too busy trying to process what you see. We're in a ritual. Everything here is designed to keep your energy in lower vibration, so you're too busy chasing yourself in lower vibration that you don't see yourself in wholeness, let alone in a state of higher vibration. That when you start getting into all that ego and higher self bullshit. And again, I say bullshit on purpose because they're all tricks of this realm, from my experience and perspective. So this cold moon was supposed to show you how to freeze your energy, stop, and see what's freezing you. 12/21, the winter solstice, which you'll hear me call the actual Day of the Dead, because it's the day you're supposed to be getting rid of everything that you no longer want to see, because winter plants the seeds for spring. Winter is when you plant your seeds for the crops that you want to see spring forth and give life. So that is why you'll hear me say that 12/21 effectively is the last day for 2025. Everything you do from that point all the way up until you hit into this accepted illusionary 2026, January 1st, is just you fertilizing the seeds that you planted. So henceforth this reading, roots and seeds. Before you can have a root, you have to have a seed. That gets back to what I'm saying about this being a spell. We operate from what you hear me call root chakra function. We operate from lower vibration. We're in fight or flight. We're in reptilian core response. All I have to do is push you and you're going to feel endangered. How you respond is going to be case by case, but you're going to feel endangered if somebody walk up to you and push you. That's already lower function, but it's common here. So normally when I do my winter solstice readings on the year, I normally tell you that there's 12 things you need to watch out for. Since this is a ritual of 12, your discipline, 12, the hangman, where you're hung up, I tell you to watch out for your 12 hang-ups. I'm going to do it a little different this year because you need to understand that the root of the situation, which is basically where you're already hung up, you need to figure out how you got hung up. So there's 6 things that are at the core, your seeds, 6 things that you need to face that keep producing the roots. These are going to be potentially 6 seeds that humanity keeps facing or embracing and using for why we keep seeing the same shit year after year. And you don't have to honor what I say when I say the same shit year after year. We are basically pulling from the same set of depravity level energies, and they're either getting better in some circumstances or getting worse in most of them. Same shit. Think about it. The economy, same basic minimum wage. What the cost has been tripled or quadrupled. You're using the same energies, and the people who should be using the energy are getting less, while the people who are abusing the energy are getting more. It's a marked ritual. So without further ado, this winter solstice reading is going to be about 6 seeds that you need to watch out for. And again, when I say seeds, if you want to plant them, go for it. This is the problem with this planet. The duality mindset, basically what you hear me call blinders and privileges. What works for some might not work for others, and what's working for some that they're going to keep using, you can't blame them. You can, but it don't do no good to. If you see somebody who has only benefited from a system that is stealing from everybody else, you can't get mad when they secure themselves off of everything that's been afforded to them. Because you know if you had it, you would do it too. So, wholeness. We'll do the 6 seeds. And again, I'm saying these are 6 seeds, 6 mindsets is what it really boils down to. 6 mindsets that are prevalent. Take what works, throw out what ain't. The first seed, the first mindset. The first mindset, love. 6 is my number of traumas. Remember, there's going to be a 6 and 6 here. 6 is your foundation. We have a foundation of love. Again, think about what I just said. If somebody is afforded safety by benefiting off of the generated wealth that is only been generated off of the harm of others, you can't get mad if they love it because it's shown them peace. So what people love will already produce separation. What people love in this formatted ritual that we go through is already going to promote separatism. Hey man, did you hear what happened? The government said that they're not going to sponsor blah, 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 but that means I get a bigger kickback. Yeah, but I'm one of the people to get blah, blah, blah. Oh, my bad, man. See, we already at odds. What works for some will not work for others. You have to figure out what's working for you, and then you have to figure out why. So the first seed is What are you giving your energy to? What do you love about what you're going through? And again, and I kind of posted about this yesterday, where people are really deep in the Phoenix cycle. I really wish y'all would learn that. People are really deep in the Phoenix energy of burning themselves because they feel like the experiences have been burning them. But next year will be the year of the fire horse. So the Phoenix, the bird, is about to become a horse. The horse is way more usable than the bird. The horse, in the sense of the Phoenix, is just out here trying to survive and fly through its own journey. The horse can have a journey attached to it and can be used as a beast of burden. So what I'm getting at is the things that you love, if somebody understands how to make you love it more than probably what's necessary, they can keep you alive. They can keep this journey alive. Next year in this fire horse energy, people's ideology of love is going to get tested. Hey, and think about it, people say this shit all the time, and you have celebrities that call them out on it. If these billionaires really wanted to change the world, they could each give 1 million, 1 billion, you pick a number, and they can fix all of the poverty, fix all the homelessness. But they won't do it because it's not in their benefit. Why? Because the way that most billionaires get to being billionaires is by having somebody that's not. A pharmaceutical company that does not have a patient won't get rich. A medical system, a health system, a food industry that does not have people willing to just eat anything, Campbell soup. We can tell you that your food ain't real, but here's 2 for $3. Versus the one that ain't real but puts an organic on the label and lie to you is $5. I know I'm being lied to, but I can't afford the expensive lie, so let me get the 2 for $3 up, and here go a $1 off coupon. Now Campbell's is benefiting, just to throw them and everybody else, because none of them are safe. None of them are safe. We just are in this ritual, and you're going to do what you can to provide yourself with the best benefit that you end up loving. Ta-da. So in the sense to where we are being given things that are harmful for us, you have to choose the less harmful things and just love it. You see the problem with that? The whole problem was you made a safe space for something that automatically puts you in danger. If you were here at the beginning, I told you we operate from a separated mindset of already not having enough. That's a endangered mindset. So the first seed is you already love the trauma. What's the trauma? The trauma was you don't have enough, so just get it how you live. And for those who have enough, make sure I don't lose it, because I see how them motherfuckers living. Did you catch that? If you watch how other people are struggling and you're not struggling, you'll do everything in your power not to become them, even if it means not sharing what you have. We see that daily. So the first seed is love, Love, loads of vast energy. Whatever I'm dumping my energy to that is allowing me to stay safe, that's my reality. You'll never have unity in this realm based off of that format. Because what works for me might not work for you. And as long as what's working for me works for me, I don't give a fuck about what you want. That is a common human mindset, root chakra function. So the second, here, we'll do that. We'll do this. So the first seed of love is going to produce a root. Remember, I'm telling you, root chakra function is reptilian mindset. It's a lower state of vibration where you are in fight or flight. You are only looking to preserve. You're only looking to secure what the mind has attached to. So this first seed of love is going to produce a root of diversity. Holy shit. 1 6 is going to become 3 6s. You become your own devil. 3 6, my FAFO card, is going to become 9. What's controlling me? What I love will control how I move. But again, the way I read my numbers, 3 6 is basically this 6 takes over your mind, body, and soul. We exist in triangulation here. The perception of mind, body, and soul. That 6, what I love, takes over everything. So the root function is I am now in the field of diversity, and I'm just trying to fuck around and find out the things that show me the safer me. So 1 6 produced 3 6s. And again, 666 by the analogy is where you're traumatized in your mind, body, and soul, and you're now your own beast of burden. Remember what I just told you a few minutes ago. Most of you out here operating as a phoenix. Next year, you're going to really realize under this fire horse energy in 2026, you're only attached to a journey that has been using your energy to carry it along the way. Take your time with that one. You have attached to a journey that is only using your energy to carry it along the way. It did not guarantee that you're going to get out free. So the second seed that of what's going on out here, you ain't going to see enough. Scarcity. This is the star card in reverse. It's 17. What's 1? Potential. What's 7? The journey. But 7 is also self-awareness. Potentially, I'm trying to find me in this journey, and holy shit, all I keep seeing is more separation. All I keep seeing is more separation. Holy shit, what was the original trauma? Separation. What's the difference between 1 and 7? 6. You've lost yourself. You've lost yourself to where you potentially are trying to find yourself, and now 1 plus 7 becomes 8. You'll struggle. So at that point, I've only starred in things that have not shown me enough. So it's only going to produce a root effect. Reasoning process, the element of air, it takes over your mind. Think about it. I said this at the beginning. We operate from scarcity consciousness here. We operate from a state of separatism here. Is your mama? So we operate from a state of separatism that our whole reasoning process is the only thing that makes us move. 3, our thoughts. 2, what we keep connecting to. So if the thoughts are the only thing we're connected to, the only way we're moving is in alignment with that thought. And that thought already said, you ain't gonna do nothing but find scarcity here. You're going on a journey of only trying to find more from yourself. But remember what I told you, you attach your energy to a journey that just wants you to move. You're not guaranteed to find you. The only thing you're gonna find is more journey. So step 3, the most dangerous step, to be honest with you, is this core seed that I'm going to tell you right now, it's already the prime infection. This 3, which 3 is the divine empress, 3 is the thought, 3 is the trinity of communication. This motherfucker here done already outthought you. See, that 3 done already told you what to connect to, and now you're rooted. But here is how that thought that already told you how to connect to something already secured itself. Manipulation. It told you how to secure itself because 2 plus 4 is 6. It already told you how to separate yourself in love. You understand that? It already told you how to separate yourself in love. 2, connect to. 4, what's already got me trapped. 4 is not only a trap, but 4 is balance. 4 is creation. Stay trapped in what you think has been created for you, and you won't realize that it was only created to trap you. So the core seed is to get you into manipulation, and this is the king of fire. This is what rules over my energy. If what's ruling over my energy is not me, I'm already enslaved to what I believe. Remember I told you at the beginning, I know nobody was in here, but I was saying at the beginning, analogy of the winter solstice is prior to belief, prior to organized religion, there was always already a belief based off of the awareness that every year the cycles change. So if I'm only going to make sure that I manipulate you into changing by connecting to what I think is going to be safe for me, I box you into what I want you to think, I've already guaranteed my security. The analogy of a pharmaceutical company, making you think that they're working for your health is what keeps them healthy. COVID, excuse me. Making them think that they're giving you something to save you is saving them. So they've already laid a seed of manipulation. Man, I pulled myself into action. I just can't see manipulation. Man, I pulled myself into action, movement, but I don't see where I'm going because my mind has already been taken over. My reasoning is not my own. Wear a mask. Can you think for yourself? No, the government says. The Bible says. My trauma says 6. You are already back at that 6. So this third seed of manipulation has already produced the root effect of pulling you apart. You know what happens when you lay a seed and you water it properly? The roots go everywhere. It becomes a mainstream infection of growth with potential benefits. That's all the plant is. You lay a tomato seed in the ground, and then holy shit, it gets fertilized, and now it busts open, and the roots grow everywhere, and now the stems and sticking over the whole lot. Maybe one day it's going to produce a fruit. Potentiality. So the potentiality of pulling myself apart might show me how to hold myself together. Remember what happened here? The 2 says just connect to the trap. This card is a 31. The thought told you the strongest potential to connect to, and what's 3 plus 1? 4. Connect to the trap by pulling yourself apart. So the seed only said pull yourself apart and grow into all these experiences. God damn it, Osiris. Cut yourself into 13 pieces, even though he didn't cut himself, but in the analogy that I'm using, get cut into 13 pieces, get buried and scattered everywhere, and then someone can come find you and put you back together. And even though they're missing the most important part, it's still you. No, you have just now found you with trauma. And that is what some of y'all really realize. You are putting yourself in experiences that are merely pulling you apart, and then you trying to heal from the experience, and now you think that's you. Nope, that's just you with trauma. That's just you trapped. Seed number 4. Let me answer this real quick. This is seed number 4. I got it. So seed number 4, again, 4 is the trap, but 4 is also creation, which is why you hear me say creation is a trap. Anytime you invest your energy into making something, but you don't have guaranteed results for no problem with chance. Chance is based off of fear and doubt. Why would you take a chance? I don't know, man. I needed to know. Fear. I don't know, man. I was scared. Fear. I don't know. I just wanted to see. Fear and doubt. So trap number 4, the seed on what you might want to be paying attention to for this winter solstice. How to be in your own devil. This is the devil card. But in my cards, it's a dragon and a man. Man is basically destructive, and the dragon is, even though they're destructive in nature, in antiquity, the dragon represented knowledge. The dragon represented wisdom and knowledge. So this is destructive wisdom and knowledge that I'm using to help me. And holy shit, 1 plus 5, 6. So far on the top row, there's a way. That's a 6, that's a 6, that's a 6. In this 17, the middle that you don't see between 1 and 7, 6. All of the seeds are 6s. All of the seeds are traumas. If you plant a seed that contains a trauma, you're going to produce roots that are already traumatized. So step 4 is you are only helping to harm yourself by using destructive knowledge based in fear. Point number 4 for this winter solstice, where I'm telling you to stop planting seeds that no longer benefit for what you want to see or what you want to be or where you want to go. You have to stop nurturing your traumas. You have to stop using these protective mindsets of, well, the last time I tried that, it didn't work out, so I'm going to prepare better next time. That's what it wants you to do. That's what it wants you to do. And when I say it, the universe in reflection of yourself and experience, it wants you to invest more in the traumas of what the experience has shown you or can show you than in the potential to sit still and figure out, why am I moving? At that point, the wisdom and knowledge meets the lower function of destructive nature. And holy shit, now you got a bunch of fucking practicing witches and wizards. Practicing. We talking about practice. But what are you going to produce? My dear devil, advocating for your own adversity and proud to stand up for your own bullshit. You're only going to produce a root of where you help burn yourself. Your fruits are probably going to be scorched. But to be honest, speaking from somebody with a little bit of growing ability, not much, so don't come at me with that. I'm still learning. But if you scorch the earth at the right amount of time, you increase the fertility and you can get a better yield out of your crops. God damn it, what was this about? The ritual is using your energy to take you to where whatever's using your energy wants you to be. Burn you enough times and you'll invest more into what burns you. Holy shit, Phoenix cycles. Burn you enough, you'll invest more in the energy that burnt you than in your ability to be set free from being burnt altogether. This is another fire card right here. Holy shit, this is another fire card right here. 1-5, which is a 6, now produced 2 5s. The potential movement now has you 2-5 connected to moving. You done burned me so much that I don't know how to be soft no more. I need somebody who can handle me when I'm acting psychotic and crazy. I need somebody who can handle me when I'm tripping and crashing the fuck out because I don't know how to heal. So I need somebody who can be patient with me while I'm healing so I can make sure that they ain't healing either, because the minute that they heal more than what I'm healed, we ain't a fit. 2 unhealed motherfuckers is a perfect fit. Crazy as fuck. So you're only being guided by that trauma that burnt you. Remember I told you you're a destructive fire, and you're only being guided by that fire. And holy shit, 1 5 produced 2 5s. That seed then produced a lot of movable roots. Remember I told you about scorched earth? Scorch the earth and you'll get a better yield. The root is you'll get a better yield because 2 + 5, 7. You'll think it's the safest you. You'll think it's the journey that you're supposed to go through, and that was seed number 4. It'll be the one you create. What are you creating, Fire Horse? A spiritual journey to find a softer version of myself. But then who are you? I don't know. I've been on fire for so long. I don't know who I am. Then why don't you stop and provide aid for yourself and stop trying to heal your traumas that keep killing you? That ain't how I got taught. So I hear what you're saying, but that just ain't the way things work here. Why? Blame allows one to release accountability. Hell yeah. Because to be honest with you, even if somebody legitimately done some fucked up ass shit to you that you can blame them for, what's the necessity? The reasoning, responsibility, and accountability of how I allowed them in my space because authentically I took a chance. See, there's no malice there. I took a chance. It didn't work. Ta-da. Now I took a chance and they knew I was hurt before and I knew I was blah, 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 blah. Now you deflected responsibility in where you had expectations from them. So even when you lie to yourself about taking accountability, you still got coins caught up in their machine. And that is what a lot of people are doing. As an observer, a lot of people are lying themselves about taking accountability, but they still have malice and anger. Holy shit. They still got that seed of anger in them. And so now they don't have trust in themselves to be free. So they keep trusting in what's burnt them to heal them. Fucking phoenixes. Just going through the experience, waiting on my 500th year so that I can burn myself out. Just come back and do it again. You don't want healing. You just want ROI. Return on the investment. You burnt me and now I'm hard and I don't know how to be soft and I hope you get yours because karma's a bitch and all this other bullshit. Motherfuckers are real good at lying to themselves about what they want to see, and then they're building a formula of what they want to see, including what they no longer want to see. Make that make sense? I'm taking what I want to see and including what I no longer want to see, and I'm trying to make them make sense in addition when it was clearly already subtraction. The whole answer was, if I don't see me, I need to stop seeing it. And holy shit, now there's only me. But we operate off supreme mathematics here. And that's why shit keeps on adding up for our destruction. Step 5, holy shit, movement. The seed only wants to move. What was that? Come on, Delisa, you with me. Mexican jumping beans. Mexican jumping beans is actually a little caterpillar or a moth larvae that's inside the bean. And I had one that I kept alive for almost a year and a half. I used to video it on my Instagram back in like 2014, but they've deleted a lot of my videos. It's a Mexican jumping bean. And I used to set one of my organite when I used to make organite, and that motherfucker would just jump around all day because the energy was agitating it. So much to the point to where the caterpillar came out and turned into chrysalis or whatever, and then the moth was born. The seed, the Mexican jumping bean, is a potential seed that is already based and laced with the intent of movement even before you plant it. If you were here a minute ago, I told you step 3 was already under manipulation. The seed already knows what it wants to see. The thoughts already know what they want to see. Holy shit, what are we in? A ritual to where they already know what they want to see out of us. They just need to push us in that direction. Tell y'all this all the time and every year, and it never fails. Every year around this time, ritualistic time, right before the winter solstice, you're going to have inclement weather. You're going to have a depravity act to where somebody is going to get murdered brutally. It's going to be some racism shit. The economy is going to take another swing. Shit going to cost more. Shit going to cost less. Just more shit to keep you root chakra guided, so that every time you plant more seeds in your root chakra ridden dirt, even if the seed was not root chakra ridden, holy shit, my organics, I'm going to plant an organic seed in some tainted dirt and expect my organic seed not to be tainted. The root already said, the seed already told you, I already got you on a manipulation. Because if I can't manipulate the seeds that you plant, I'll just destroy your dirt. And here, I'll just put organic on it and you'll believe me. Step 5 is we already know. Speaking as the seed already know what it expects. And this is what you hear me say in the sense of source self. The initial thought from the thinker already knew what it wanted the thinker to think. That is a classic Jedi mind trick. That is classic mental programming of, come on, parents, I already know what I want them to say. I already know the truth. I'm just going to let them play themselves. Did you eat that candy? Little motherfucker trying to lie, but you already know how to goad them into it. Well, if you didn't eat it, why is the candy wrapper under the bed? Yeah, mama, I ate the candy. Got you to tell on yourself. The seed, this 5, already is going to make you tell on yourself before you even plant it. This seed is the manipulation. Holy shit, the seed is the ritual. The ritual is making you a martyr. The seed says, if I can get you to hang yourself, holy shit, Odin, Lord Odin, the All-Father, hung himself upside down from Yggdrasil, all for what? Knowledge. The seed says the intent of presenting you with knowledge will be too great. It will be like a fucking kid in the candy store. Your little dumbass won't be able to resist it. It'll be like a recovering nympho in a motherfucking brothel. It's going to be too much to resist. It is like a crackhead in a crack house. It's going to be too much to resist. A being that does not have enough surety of self, presented with the option of knowledge, won't be able to sit their punk ass down and be still. So step 5 says, I already got you under manipulation. I know you're going to martyr yourself. I know you're going to martyr yourself. You see all this potential shit you can get out of here, no? 12, all the potential of 2, what you can connect to, and 2 is knowledge in my number system. The potential of what you can know will become greater than what you are. So if the potential seed that you are planting for this winter solstice is only a better version of me, you got to figure out why the version of you that you're currently at is one that you don't love. You can't change your experiences. You can change your choices, but you can't change your experiences, and you can stop creating the same experiences that keep changing you. Ta-da! No need to hang myself up. I've seen enough. Knowledge got me fucked up. Now I need to be aware of my choices before I move. Because if the seed already told me that I am in a ritual of hanging myself, holy shit, who killed me? The root. Who killed me? It's the shit I embraced. 1, 2, the 3 already got you moving. 3 5s or 5 3s. Remember I told you the scorched earth theory? When you plant that seed, if the fertilizer has been ripened the correct way, I only planted one seed, but goddamn, I got a whole crop. That motherfucking seed propagated, and now I got tomatoes growing over here, tomatoes growing over here, tomatoes growing over here. Why? Because that one seed produced more seeds that produced more seeds, and now I got a whole fucking pot. I got a whole basket of tomatoes. Why? Because I embraced the original thought that already told me, just move. Hang yourself up. You want to know. You really want to know what this feels like. You really want to know what it would be like to have this experience. You right. And now the experience that you embraced is only embracing you. I really wish y'all would get that. This is parasitic existence. You embrace one thought that told you to move, and now that thought produced more thoughts, and they want the same rights. I produced one thought that produced another thought. That another thought is looking at me like, hey, how can I get what that one had? And this thought is like, here's how you do it. So now this thought has been taught by this thought, and now this thought creates this thought that has been taught by this thought and this thought. Now we got perspectives. And now these three thoughts are creating more thoughts, and now they're all communicating with each other. And the only thing they're doing is feeding from the original thinker. We want you to hang yourself up and embrace more of us by moving in the way that we want you to think. And here's step 6, the seed. 6 is the traumas. I only want you to move in such a format to where your traumas have more of your energy than you want for yourself. A fucking phoenix cycle. You will already see yourself burnt, or with the potential to being burnt, or the potential to burn others. But either way it goes, the desire to move will become greater than the ability to keep still. So 6 produces a 6, but you think it's a 9. You get that? You think it's a 6. You think it's a 9, but it's showing you, hi, I'm really a 6. You looking at it backwards. It's the perspective of balance. It's a 6, but it's really a 9. You will covet the ability to plant seeds that you think will produce experience that will show you a better you when you forgot to love who you were enough to stop creating. That lost too many of you. You know that this is your 13th relationship in 3 years, and you blame 14 motherfuckers, but you ain't took no accountability for why your dumb ass can't sit down and be still. And I did mean to say it that fucking way. Because at some point, you got to stop congratulating yourself on being such a prize, but it's too easy to open you. Why? Because you too rooted in your ability to covet your toxicity, which made me remember that thought already said, I'm just going to make you work for me more than you will for yourself. That the only thing that you keep producing is more fruits for your toxicity, for your traumas, that you think that's you. You are become rooted, and this is Osayan, the master healer. There's no healing here. You've already given your energy to what you covet. What am I coveting? My traumas. So what do you think the root is going to produce? More traumas. You're not here. Your fire horse journey is exactly what it is. I'm on fire and I'm going down a journey trying to find me by dragging everything that never showed me, but I invest more in it than I do myself or my ability to keep still. So you become rooted in the spiritual journey of trying to find a way to heal, but the only thing you're doing is healing that which destroyed you. 1, 4. The potential was all in the 4. The 4 was you have used destructive knowledge and wisdom on how to help you, and it has only made you become patient to where you are your own leak. But this is Obanani. You motherfuckers can't hear. You can't hear. You've already cutting off your ear so that you can't hear, H-E-A-R. So now you're stuck here, H-E-R-E, H-E-R-E. You are stuck here, patiently waiting for something or someone to fix the leak, but doing nothing to secure it. And another way to read this is, remember we're talking about fertilizing seeds. The seeds need water. You have become patient and watering, holy shit, what's in between 1 and 4? The thoughts. You have become patient with watering what's already got you under manipulation, that it's the only thing that keeps growing. So, to recap this, because I know this lost a lot of you, this winter solstice, you should only pay attention to seeds that work out for you, when I'm already trying to tell you that innately, most of these seeds already know how to make you not work out for yourself. But the first one you need to watch out for is this traumatic thing that y'all call love. The second thing you need to watch out for is this starring in separation and not see enough. The third thing you need to watch out for is being under manipulation to where you don't have any say-so in your movements for self. The fourth thing is stop being your own devil. Stop using shit that burnt you as what's going to help you heal. Stop using shit that got you enslaved as what's going to set you free. Step 5 is stop being a martyr. Stop hanging yourself up for shit that is only making you become less accountable for you and more accountable for why you never get free. Step 6, stop covering your ability to heal others or your ability to heal from others when the whole energy that you keep linking into others, expecting healing from them for yourself, is a fucking lie. Can't nobody heal you. And if somebody done you wrong in an experience, that is the summation of the experience. Set yourself free by stop giving them energy. Giving them energy where they didn't already provide it in a form of reciprocity in the first place is foolish. If they didn't operate fairly with me when we was together, why the fuck would I expect for them to operate fairly with me now that we're apart? And furthermore, if they've already taken accountability for their actions in their own mind, but it's not enough for you, who's fucking wrong? I healed from that, man. I fucked you over and I did bad shit and I shouldn't have done it, but I'm in a good space. I'm healing. I'm staying present and I'm being a better me. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. I need you to remember that one time back in 1998. Who's healed and who hasn't? Who's at fucking fault? This motherfucking Phoenix right here that is too busy staying on fire, that all they want to do is burn others so that the burning that they love within themselves don't hurt so much. So take that for what it is. But if you motherfuckers keep getting out here and coveting all these damaged ass energies, remember, these seeds know more about you than you do about the fruits of yourself. Why? Because they're you with all your energy and not you with all your abuse. Sometimes you are your own fuckery. Oops.